Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I thought this would be a really fun idea. I have seen some people do this, but I thought it'd be fun to wrap my entire TBR plus a few extra books I threw in there, and then just like randomly unwrap them and pick whatever books I get. So I grabbed the rest of my TBR, and then I also threw in some other books in here, and I'm trying to make them like the same height and all paperback so then I don't know which is which. I have a couple Christmas books in here, so I picked this in my TBR jar video, and I also threw this one in here because I need to finish this series. And then I also have these 3 books that I have left on my TBR as well, and then I added in the 7-Year Slip because I really want to read this. But then the Ron Mr. Right because I read That Kind of Guy. I read that one and I absolutely loved it, so I want to continue the series. I have my wrapping paper, and I'm just gonna wrap these books and then number them, and then once I'm going through and finishing each book, I'm gonna draw a number, and then whatever like number I get, I'll unwrap that book and then we'll read that. I'm gonna wrap these books and then I'll talk to you guys when I need a new book to read. Okay, so we have them all wrapped. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna try and like mix them around so I don't know which is which. Have them all mixed up. Now I'm going to do the numbers. So this is number 1, and then we'll just do that for the rest of them. Now I have them all numbered 1 through 6, and we're just going to leave them on my bookshelf, and then once I need another book to read, then I'm just going to draw a number 1 through 6, and then that's going to be the book that I'm going to read. I'm currently in the middle of the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, so I'm not going to pick one right now, but once I finish that book, then I'll come back to this video, and then I'll draw a number, and then you guys can watch me unwrap them, kind of like just like a Christmas present. And yeah, so I will see you guys when I need another book to read. Hi guys, sorry the lighting's really weird. It's like almost 9 o'clock at night, but I just finished the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. So I have my little whatever these are called, and they're numbered 1 through 6. So we are going to pick which book we're reading next. So I'm just gonna kind of shake it up and pick a random one. We have number 5, so we're going to grab number 5 and unwrap it. Yes, and it's on my Kindle too. It's on Kindle Unlimited. That's always a plus. We are reading The Ron Mr. Right by Stephanie Archer. This is the 2nd book in the Queen's Cove series. I read That Kind of Guy. I read that one, is it last month? I think that was last month. So I'm gonna start this probably tomorrow, and once we finish that, I'll let you guys know how I liked it, and then we're gonna pick our next book to unwrap. I want to try and get through all of these by the end of November. I did add a few extra on there, But if this is on my Kindle, I can definitely read this pretty fast. So I'm excited about that. I will update you guys once I finish this book. Good morning, guys. I think like 30 minutes ago I finished The Wrong Mr. Right by Stephanie Archer. That was the first book that I unwrapped in this video. And it's time to pick our next book. So I'm gonna grab the things that are numbered and then we're going to pick the next book. Super excited. I hope I get a Christmas book because I've really wanted to read one for a while. So I'll be back. Okay, so we have all of the books left. I think there's 5 left now. So we're just gonna randomly pick one and see what the number is. I think Peaches is interested too. It is number 6. So I'll go grab number 6 and then we will unwrap it and see what the book is. Okay, here is number 6. There we go. Let's unwrap it. It is The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I have heard so many good things about this. I am really excited to read this. It seems really interesting. I think it's like the guy in the story is like living 7 years in the past. So it'll be interesting. I don't really know how the storyline can really turn out with someone 7 years in the past. I don't know. It'll be interesting. Definitely something I've never read before. Hopefully I'll start this later this morning or at some point today. I will let you guys know how I'm liking it, if it lives up to the hype that I have seen. Okay guys, so last night I finished The 7-Year Slip. I absolutely loved it. It definitely lived up to the hype. I am in between a 4.5 and a 4.75. It's not a 5-star for me, but definitely one of my favorite books of this year. It was just so cute. The story was so unique and I definitely recommend it. But we have 3 books left for this video in my November TBR. And I have a lot of books to get to by the end of December and we have like a week left. So we're going to pick our next book. It's number 2. Okay. Looks like the shortest book, which is good. So I'll fly through it. Oh, it's a Christmas book. A Little Magic by Lindsay Lanza. This is on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm going to start this as soon as I can and then I will definitely give my updates. I'm also doing a Christmas book recommendation video during Bookmas. So if this is good, I will definitely talk about it more in that video too. But we're going to read this. I'll let you guys know if I have any updates. Also ignore my pimple stickers. Okay guys, this is the completed video for unwrapping my books and trying to get through my TBR. By the end of November, I only had 2 books left. I had number 1 and number 3. And I don't remember what they were. I think we did pretty good because I was also adding in other books at the same time that were not on my original TBR. So it all made up for itself. But I have not gone through my thoughts on the books, I don't think. But the first one that we unwrapped was The Wrong Mr. Right by Stephanie Archer. This is the second book in the Queen's Cove series. This one is about Hannah and Wyatt. So Hannah is the best friend of the girl in the first book, so they're all connected, and that's what I really enjoy about this. And I just love Stephanie Archer's writing. It's just so fun to read her books, and I also read these super fast. They are all on Kindle Unlimited, so if you have Kindle Unlimited, you don't have to go out and buy the books, but I definitely do recommend all of her books. They are so good. I gave this one 4 stars. It was not a 5-star, just didn't give me that feeling, but I also really enjoyed it at the same time. So 4 stars, maybe 4.5. Super good. And then I read The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. This one was super good. Like, definitely different than anything I've ever read. This is about Clementine and Iwan. I was super confused saying his name like the entire book. But they end up sharing a magical apartment, and he is 7 years in the past. So they can only see each other when they're in that apartment, and like the apartment chooses like when she gets to see him. I didn't know how it was going to work with him being in the past, and you definitely learn like how it works right away in the beginning because it was her aunt's apartment, so we see like the background of it. But her writing is just amazing too, and I was definitely like crying reading this, and it was just a really good story. I heard a lot of good things about it, so I was a little nervous going into it because I didn't know like what to expect. I just went in blindly, but I'm really glad I read this, and I definitely recommend if you have not read it either. And then the last book that we read and unwrapped was A Little Magic by Lindsay Lanza. This is, I think it might be a series, but this one came out in October, I think. Childhood friends to lovers. It's like a second chance romance. There is some miscommunication in it, but it's not like the type where you're like, come on, like you didn't know that, like you guys could have been together this whole entire time, but because of the miscommunication, like it didn't work out for how many years. It's dual POV, so you get her point of view and his. Even just this cover, like so much that you read is shown on this cover. Like this is their first kiss. Like it was just, I loved reading it so much. This was the type of Christmas book I was looking for. So if you want like a Christmas book that only deals with like majority of Christmas stuff, definitely pick this one up. It gets stranded in a snowstorm together, and they kind of use that time to like relearn each other and like get to know each other again because it's been so long. Christmas is talked about in here, and then also Hanukkah as well. So if you are interested, this one I also gave 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun reading it, and it's always a plus when it's on Kindle Unlimited because we all know how much I love reading on my Kindle by now. Those are the 3 books that we unwrapped and read in this video. So I hope you guys enjoy. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you're not already. Stay tuned for Bookmas. That is starting, is that next week already? Yeah, that's starting next week. I'm doing it December 14th to December 25th. So next Thursday, stay tuned for the first Bookmas video. I'm really excited. A lot of fun videos that are planned and already filmed and ready to go up. So I will see you guys for Bookmas Day 1. Bye.